Hello Capricorn, thank you for clicking on my channel and welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. This is your December love reading, coming to you from my dining room table because I turned my office into a winter garden. But I'm liking the light out here. It seems maybe it's even better than it was in my office. All cards were pre-shuffled to save time. Let's begin. The head of your reading is going to affect all the cards that are laid out. And the head of your reading is, oh crap, the Five of Cups. This is about sadness, looking to the past, tragedies, grief, mourning, sorrow. And maybe it's a part of honoring the dead, honoring the past, so that you can move forward. You know how my mom always, or probably your mom too, say have a good cry and you'll feel better, and then put it behind you. That may be the motto of this reading for you. We'll see. Patience. It's almost coming to fruition. You can see these coins lighting up, but it's not quite ready. They're not all ripe yet, so be patient just a little longer, Capricorn. Honor the past. Give it that allotted time, you know. I'm not suggesting that you dress in black for a year, but who knows? Maybe some of you have lost someone and that's your tradition. Oh my goodness, what is this? Betrayal? Pain? This is also about the beginning of healing. Needing to take some time maybe for yourself, Capricorn, and be damned with everyone else. The wheel of the year, being at the right place at the right time. This is about where the World card would say it's the end of a cycle. This is the beginning of a new cycle for you. Now, I have to say, Capricorn, that with this sadness that is showing up here, it should not be surprising in light of what is going on in the world, that people are passing over to the other side at a phenomenal rate with this incredible shifting of time for our world, this time in our world. Well, I don't want to make you cry now, but oh my goodness, there's another sad card. But this card is telling you that what you thought you lost, you have not lost at all. Here's you drooping, the little crocus drooping, trying to, and crocuses do bloom in the snow. And once this one brings up its head, you will see that you have lost nothing. What you came into this world, this value that you are, is still yours. Reunion, reconciliation, celebration. Be patient a little longer. Some of you are waiting, hoping someone comes back. You know, maybe you broke up with someone you love, or you've been on the outs. And we must realize too, Capricorn, that what's going on in the world is affecting us in our personal lives. So to be patient a little longer. If what you're hoping is reconciliation, it's coming. Allow yourself this time for healing. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're ready for that final battle to win the WAR. This is about good communication. Keep yourself in check. You can get more bees with honey than you can with vinegar. This is about negotiation. And with the right frame of mind and the right attitude, come into it with humor. Allow yourself to bloom. Allow your inner sun to shine, Capricorn. And it will cause all these others, whether it's one person or you're dealing with a family or friends, it will inspire them to do the same. You see how these rods are all starting, these ones are sprouting, these ones are starting to bloom. because you're inspiring them. And that's how you fight this final battle. This is the 9. 10 is completion. You're prepared for this battle with this frame of mind. And it will prove very beneficial to you. Well, they call this fortune's wheel, you know, like being lucky. But I don't believe in luck at all. Not even a little bit. Or coincidences. Or accidents. There's this thing called destiny. You deceive yourself, Capricorn. You feel like you've lost. In this reading that's showing, I don't know which Capricorn I'm talking to, how many of you this is ringing true for. Yes, things in the world that are going on are going to affect our relationship no matter what, how dislocated you might feel from it all. Your value is still here. And you should not be giving up on yourself. There may be loose ends that need to be tied up, but you have that here. So, you may be afraid of this, but Capricorn, you've got it. You can take yourself out of this energy. This is feeling stuck. But this is saying you have the ability. Spirit is giving you the tools. Oh, you're blindfolded. But I just put out a video on how to regain our telepathy because it has been stolen from us. We have not been in control of our own minds for eons. And humanity is discovering what our abilities are. And they are amazing. So yes, you can maneuver out of this feeling of being stuck. Out of this. So maybe you're being hit with a little depression here. But this is the beginning of healing. This is about being patient. And you can come out of this because of these 2 cards. The 8 and 9 of Wands. I think there's a saying in the Bible about, you know, don't worry about what you're going to say in court. You know, the Lord will give you the words at the time, kind of thing. Well, I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. And I do believe that within the heart of all of us is that ability to connect with Source, Spirit, and allow it to flow. So, I didn't sound like a preacher now. The World card. You've completed a cycle. Maybe that's what's making you feel sad. It's like that old world it's done. You know how they talk about the New World Order? Well, truth be told, it's the old world order, and it's over. But this gives you the power and ability to choose any path you want now, Capricorn. We have the wheel and the world. Choose any path you want. It doesn't matter. You will be successful. You will maneuver out of this almost like a magic. You'll wonder why you ever thought you were even stuck. You will wonder why you even thought you were stuck. Because of this energy that's around you. Tying up those loose ends. Lifting the veil. If you're deceiving yourself as to what your value is, or someone has been demeaning you or belittling you painfully to the point of, yeah, I'd cry too if someone was on my case all the time too. But this love that is within you, and where Spirit has taken you from the end of a cycle into this new cycle that will be overshadow this. Make this look like nothing. It's like just take one step, Cap, and it all falls into place. Setting out that law of attraction, that intention, saying, I don't want to be here forever. Spirit, give me a hand. Ask your guides, your guardians. Ask and you will receive. Look at this. So here's the old cycle. Old world order. Done. And you are creating a new reality. And this is the beginning of telepathy, psychic abilities, intuition. A little hint that something tells you that maybe you should take this step that is in front of you and start painting that picture of your reality that you want. You're being given that tool, the tools that were within you all this time. You're tapping into something here, Capricorn, and you're mastering it. The end of this story is you are mastering it. So reconciliation is there for those of you having a tough time in your relationships. For those of you who are single, maybe just being patient a little longer, because this world had to end first to create this new world, this new life. And the odd thing about this, the feeling I'm getting here, is that this is a child-like energy, looking at the world through the eyes of a child and creating with full mastery of what your abilities are that you doubted, When we look at it this way, Capricorn, it's almost like she's gone into a trance or meditative state. Maybe she's just boohooing a lot. And so she's gone within. The High Priestess holds a scroll. The two pillars, the gateway to the Akashic Records. The library of everything. Nothing is unseen. Everything has been written already in the library. I read something recently too about how our lives, even the choices we made, were already written. It's like we're remembering, living in this realm, this fake reality of this world that we've been, imprisoned in. We're remembering and accessing that higher conscious level. Oh my goodness, look at that love. If you're waiting for love, be patient a little longer. If you're waiting for what you believe in your heart is your true love, this is the rebirth of that love. But be patient. When it comes, it's going to be love overflowing. This is also about divine love being poured out on you. And that's a nice thing to see after seeing the High Priestess. All of this pouring out on you, Capricorn. Boy, and after seeing all these other cards, you deserve it. There's the 8 of Wands. We've got the 8, 9, and 10. Not the 10. 7, 8, and 9 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is lots of communication coming in. If you're waiting for someone, you're heartbroken over someone, there's communication coming in between the two of you. Lots. Fast. Lots of communication. Good communication. Bloomin' rods. Wow. This is going to really lift your heart. You know how grief feels and sadness, but this lifts your heart, this emotional lift. You're picking up on psychic stuff here, Capricorn. Not me, you. There's some psychic stuff going on. Could be you're reading your partner's mind, your love's mind. Could be you're just calling out to them and they hear you. Maybe you've never even met them, but they hear you. And that there's that pull, that magnetism that draws you together. There's some psychic something going on here. Collaboration. So if you've had a rough time in your relationship, you're desiring them to return to you, you're going to be working on a blueprint together. Let's make a plan. That's what these communications are about. Negotiations. Getting together, making a plan to go forward. Taking control. Protecting the kingdom within, the kingdom around you, your family. Ready to fight for what's right. This is celebration. Waiting for your emperor. Male, female, doesn't matter. It's the energy. Ruler of your heart. Well, we should be only ruling our own heart, but you know what I mean, Capricorn. Sometimes, you know, when you love someone so much, it's just like the key to your heart. That last battle to win the WAR. Sorry, censorship is just brutal on YouTube. They're constantly slapping me just because I say something, you know, like words that you would normally say are not allowed to say anymore. So we have reunion, celebration. Oh, this feels, Capricorn, like you're not going to be fighting this battle alone. There's reciprocity here. There's I've got that stupid thing in my head now, like I've come to save the day. The return of the king. Look at this negotiation. There's some plan going on with you. It could be a new love that is coming towards you. To be patient. They're on their way. It could be the one that you are desiring to reconcile because they're your true love, and we all go through ups and downs. But this negotiation with the Pentacles, the blueprint card, you know, collaborating to rediscover your gifts, your inspiration, your value. This project, it could be a project. It could be something that helps to heal the relationship. Something that fits together nicely. Lots of communication, how you can pull this together to move ahead in this new cycle. And choosing for, which Capricorn greatly desires, is that stability. Capricorn needs to be grounded. So even if it's hard to knock you off the cliff, don't cling too tight. Take a step. The Hermit, Virgo energy. Going within. I felt like this was self-deception, but certainly, Capricorn, it could be the deception that caused this pain. You know, it could have been a misunderstanding. It could have been a betrayal. It could have been something horrible between you and someone you love. But this is about you going within. The Hermit holds that lantern to the left side of the brain to guide it through the left side of the brain, the logic. That light came from the right side of the brain. That's creation, that's source, that's the intuition that's lighting your way through the practicalities of Capricorn's grounding, to see through the deception, to work through it. And in working through it, gets you unstuck. Oh my goodness. This is like a damsel. It's been imprisoned in a tower by a dragon, and Sir Lancelot comes and saves her. Well, if you've been on my channel for any length of time, I'm constantly talking about being your own hero. But this energy is someone coming in to offer you a cup of love. So for those of you hoping to reconcile, there's a good chance this is exactly what it means. I'm stuck here until I know how my love feels. And then they come in with a cup of love. And that's when the communications open up and you can start planning your future together again. For those of you waiting for new love, boy, this is going to be the best offer. Maybe you feel stuck and can't accept the offer. Or maybe you're too afraid to accept the offer because of your past hurts. But the Knight of Cups doesn't give up easy. They're there waiting for you to take the blindfold off and to see love. Yeah. This was meant to be. Do not beat up yourself too hard for the pains that you've had. This is loose ends being tied up now to end this cycle. So if someone has left you, if there's been betrayal, deception, he's only taken 5 swords. This is the 7 of swords. He left a couple behind. He left some loose ends, meaning to come back. Either to trick you again, if this is a bad person. No, this feels like tying up the loose ends, ending that cycle of deception, getting the truth out in the open. And what is truth? There's no bigger truth than love. And look at the Ace and the Knight of Cups. You have a beautiful offer of love here that just washes a lot of that pain away. So your patience is just waiting for that next one more outburst from the clouds to water that harvest. And it's ready. It's very close. You're going to be busy building this new reality. You're going to be busy building this new reality. You'll be multitasking very successfully, by the way. Even if there is turmoil around you, you are finding this balance. And this feels like the balance of, because you're an earth sign, you need that grounding and that practicality. But in tune with the psychic, the spiritual, the telepathic, inspiration, creativity. The new project. The new beginning that brings stability. It's amazing how psychic abilities and having the imagination to, well, imagine how it can be if you take this on. Looks very good for you. Long-term commitment is coming to you. So you're mastering the ability to create the future, this new reality that is unfolding in front of all of us. This is a long-term commitment. Spiritual contracts. Marriage. Honor the past. Honor the past. One last thing I want to say about this Wheel of the Year. When we go through these cycles, you're ending a cycle and beginning this new one and following your intuition. Perhaps it is your partner that has this creative, artistic ideas. But when we go around the cycle, you've seen the symbolism of, the snake that eats its own tail, and that we repeat the cycles over and over, and it seems tedious and even literally, for me, heartbreaking when I was going through my druthers and thinking, geez, if I have to keep coming back to this earth and repeating this, that's crap. But you don't. Every time we go around that wheel and we come back into the same position, we have 4 positions here. The cups, the pentacles, the wands, and the swords. It's like this. So when you return to that point in the cycle, or the return in the completion of a cycle, you're not in the same spot. You've gained a lot of this knowledge and unfolding, because that's where humanity is going. That's what we are entering now. We're 325 years coming out of the Kali Yuga, and we were imprisoned a very long time. And it will take time for us to shed the old, but everything is coming to light. And humanity, well, we're pretty precious. We're pretty special. And I think the universe is watching everything we do. Well, personally, I'm not going to ramble, but I'm going to say it. Personally, I think that surveillance has been ongoing through the moon. Like, who's up there? We shall see. We won't wait too long, too. There's a little bit of a prediction for you. We're going to find a lot of things out about the moon over the next year or two. To my subscribers, God bless you. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye-bye for now.